Guys, welcome back to Freedom Homestead. I'm Tangie and it is Valentine's Day and it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I have to take Emily to work in a couple of hours and I have some things that I want to do before Jack comes home, and so I thought I would just bring you guys with me. I'm going to do a little bit of a tidy up. I also wanted to give you guys some updates on some of my experiments that I've been working on. So, but before I do any sort of cleaning, I need to feed my sourdough starter. And how awesome that is. Beautiful. I've been working on this sourdough experiment for a while. I've just decided that my goal for the year is to make the perfect artisan sourdough loaf. I've made a lot of other sourdough things successfully. I've made biscuits, banana bread, donuts. The artisan loaf, that one is like, I don't know. I feel like that's how you know you've made it in the sourdough world, is when you can make a perfect sourdough artisan loaf. But anyway, I use the Fuel Homestead's recipe for sourdough starter, which I will link that in the description box below. I don't have time today to make anything with the sourdough starter, so I hate pouring it out, but I don't have chickens to give it to yet. But I'm gonna keep this fed to keep it happy, and we might make something with it tomorrow.
I'm gonna squish ya.
I use chopsticks to stir my starter with, because I know it's not going to damage the inside of my jar. It's not metal. All right. So now it's nice and fed. We're going to put it back in the fermenting corner that I've created over here. Let me show you what else I've got going on over here. Okay, so if you watched my apple butter video, I talked about doing an experiment making apple cider vinegar. So I thought I would just show you really quick what's going on with that. It's been, I don't know, it's been several days. Let's take a look at it. I don't know. It still smells like apple juice to me. And you can definitely tell that there is something going on. I've got lots of bubbles. Let's see if I can get a good shot of, yeah. So definitely something going on in there. I don't see anything that looks like a mother developing, unless that's what that scummy film looking stuff is. Yeah, I don't really know. It doesn't smell like vinegar yet. It still smells like apple juice to me. So I'm just gonna keep waiting. I'm not gonna do anything to it until it starts to smell like vinegar, I guess. I do have a pickle pebble, or what I've heard some people refer to as a pickle puck. It comes in this box. They're glass weights. You just put it on your stuff to keep it submerged in the liquid. So I do have one of those in there to keep the apples down. But yeah, definitely something going on, but it doesn't smell like vinegar yet. So I'll just keep letting it hang out in there and see what happens. Okay, so here's what else is going on in my little fermenting station. I just bottled this kombucha for a second fermentation. So I've got some tea that I have made. I need to add sugar to that before it gets too cool. So yeah, so that's just waiting for more tea to brew. But yeah, you can see the carbonation is already starting to build up in there, which is very exciting and delicious. So let me show you what's going on over here. I've got my greenhouse cover on. So I've got the cover on basically to hold in moisture and warmth. Now, I also will tell you that this morning I had a little bit of fuzz on top of my strawberries and a little bit on one of the trays. So I made a solution of baking soda water. You take 3 cups of warm water and 1 tablespoon of baking soda. You stir around the baking soda until it dissolves. And then if you get any fuzz on your plants, as long as you don't have any sprouts, you can treat the mold with that spray. So that's what that is. And then I just picked this up today. I just got a new water bottle. But yeah, so they're all down in there nice and cozy. I'm gonna get my coat on and we're gonna go out here on this back porch and we're gonna talk about my winter sewing project. So we are currently under a wind advisory, so hopefully the wind's not gonna be so awful that you can't hear me. But let me show you something really quick. I'll set these down in this pot, and they're not gonna stay here because obviously they're not gonna be able to get any sun. But this, I had a Roma tomato plant in there, or seeds. I think that is an Ace tomato. This is the other Ace tomato, and you can see where they flew off my table the other day, and it just jostled everything around. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to start over. Here are the onions. They actually, I don't know if you can see them down in there. They actually might pull through. There's still some down in there, so we'll see. They might pull through. And then this is another Roma, and of course they're not gonna get, tomatoes aren't gonna get any sprouts until it's warm. But since they flew off and everything moved around, I don't know if they're gonna do anything at all. Anyway, I'm just keeping those down in there until I get a better situation. Here's my cabbage, and I had a sprout down there. See it right there in the center? It has turned brown and has laid over. I think it's dead. I'm just gonna give it more time. I only put one seed in there because I thought, you know, it's cabbage. If I put more than one and they all germinate and I can't get back in there to thin them out, then that's not gonna be good. So I just put one in there and it sprouted, and then I think it died. But one thing that is cool, look, I've got chives growing. I need to clean out this pot. I did not harvest any chives in 2017, or I'm sorry, in 2018. I let them all go to seed and just let them die in here so it would just reseed itself. And so hopefully this pot will be nice and full in a few weeks. It's my sandwich bread dough. I'm completely out of sandwich bread. So that's over here rising. Okay, so I'm just going to do a quick tidy. I still need to put sugar in that and let it cool so I can get another batch of kombucha going. These are all clean. What's in the dishwasher is clean. I need to unload the dishwasher and then put what little dishes I do have in there away. We're gonna just straighten up and make everything look nice before Jack comes home. It is Valentine's Day after all. We've got some dirty socks on the floor. Oh, I don't know if you guys have noticed in any of the videos, but I used to have my farmhouse sign that's right there, was hanging right there. My sister-in-law is moving and I'm hanging onto this for her. I'm hanging onto this for her. I don't know how long I'll get to keep it, but I'm going to enjoy it very much while it's here. It's a Shaker Seed Company garden seed photo, and it matches my stuff so nice.
Garden grow, water and sunshine. What makes your spirit grow, knowing that she'll be mine? Tater bug, eating my potatoes. Tater bug, going my tomatoes. Tater bug, what makes you so hungry? Tater bug, eating all my money. Makes your garden grow, water and sunshine. What makes your spirit grow, knowing that she'll be mine? Tater bug, my potatoes. Tater bug, don't want my tomatoes. Tater bug, coming out to get you. Tater bug, if I find you, I'm gonna squish you. makes your garden grow? Water and sunshine. What makes your spirit grow? Knowing that she'll be mine.
Okay, so now that the kitchen and the living room are nice and straightened, I'm gonna go ahead and get my kombucha tea back to brewing.
Tater bug, what makes you so hungry? Tater bug, eating all my money.
Okay, and now my bread dough is ready to form into a loaf and put in my pan. I thought I filmed that, but I didn't. So I rolled out and shaped my bread dough, my loaf. Normally I put it on the stove and let it rise while the oven is preheating, but since I have to leave them 45 minutes to take Emily to work, I didn't want it to rise before I was ready to bake it. So I'm just gonna leave it on the counter under the counter light. That should be warm enough. And then hopefully it won't rise all the way until I'm ready to bake it. Okay, so my room is a pretty bad mess. So since I have a few more minutes before we have to leave to take Emily to work, I'm gonna come in here and straighten it up.
Tater bug, eating my potatoes. Tater bug, don't want my tomatoes. Tater bug, what makes you so hungry? Tater bug, eating all my money. What makes your garden grow? Water and sunshine.
Okay guys, so the kitchen is clean. I've got a beautiful chicken in the oven. The living room's clean. My room is picked up. I think he's got something nice to come home to. I may even try to do something with myself before he gets here. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this day with people that you love, and until next time.